All right, let's break down this game one with Kendrick Perkins, Josh Hart, Michael Wilbon, Bob Myers. We need to start with Kristaps Porzingis because after Bob, he came into this kind of being a little bit coy, saying, yeah, I don't know how I feel when I'm running a little bit. I don't know if I'll be 100%. I don't know if you can be 110, but that's what he looked like to me.
I mean, pretty impressive to be out that long and to come back and have that rhythm and be able to make shots. I mean, those weren't layups, those weren't dunks. And also being a presence, Malika, on the defensive end of the floor. That huge lead they got, that 17-point first quarter lead. After that, Boston only outscored Dallas by 1 point.
3 early block shots.
It was almost like Dallas wasn't prepared for what Porzingis was going to bring at the start of the game.
Well, I think overall Dallas wasn't prepared, and it's not a indictment on them. It's almost like, you know, an opponent coming into the first time fighting Floyd Mayweather at the boxing match, right? Usually Floyd got him because the attention that they get. In game one of the NBA Finals, if you have never experienced that, you have to do a great job of like settling in and making sure you control your emotions. And I thought today, when you look at the guys who have experience in the finals, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, right? They led the charge, right? And especially Jaylen Brown, picking up Luka 94 feet, and also just setting the tone overall, altering shots, meeting guys at the rim. Like, they just played with a different sense of urgency than the Dallas Mavericks. But I will say this, look, Dallas got smoked in game one against the Clippers, but they came back and made it close, a 12-point game. And they also got smoked against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And guess what ended up happening? They won game two. So they will bounce back. They'll settle in, and it'll be a different game in game two.
Man, this is not something that you see often from a Dallas Mavericks team. 9 assists and 11 turnovers. That's something that you don't really see. Derrick Jones Jr., he's going to be one of those X factors. He's going to have to pick it up. You see when Luka has the ball, Kyrie has the ball. They're not worried about Derrick Jones Jr. They're not worried about Lively, Gafford, even the young fella, Jalen Hardy. They have to be aggressive. They have to be confident. And they got to make plays.
When you're looking, though, at the Dallas Mavericks, since really the trade deadline, we've grown accustomed to Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic being able to offensively bail them out of almost anything. And the second thing we've grown used to is their defensive prowess. They have been an excellent defensive team over the last couple of months. And it sort of felt like both of those things crumbled in this game one. But when you're put on your heels, when you have an APB out for them, when you're put on your heels, you're usually the team that feels a little bit more urgency coming into game two.
Well, but Malika, they better feel the urgency coming into game two. But I believe Perk's point is perfect about sort of they weren't as ready for this. The Celtics know they know what this feels like. They couldn't afford to get off to some sort of slow start at home.
Yeah.
But the other part of that, you mentioned Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie missed shots that he's not going to miss in game two. He's just not.
Yeah.
So if there's one player that I expect to come out in game two and sort of not be on his heels and really exert himself from the opening tip, it will be Kyrie Irving, given the way he played in game one.
And he's going to have to. Or else it's going to be a short series. Because look, 6 players in double figures for the Celtics. And Doncic had no help. He had no help. Kyrie's got to be that guy.
Got to be that leader.
Yeah, and Boston was the best team all year in the regular season. We have sort of nitpicked at the things you could find wrong with them. They came out and proved in game one why they have been the wire-to-wire favorites. Now, onward to game two.
NBA on the ESPN.